everybody and welcome to another Thrillridesphotography vlog, and we are here today again at Thorpe Park. It's a very windy day here at Thorpe Park today, but we thought we'd come down and spend the day, see what rides are open and see what else is going on in the park. And again we have got Andy with us. Hi Andy.
Hello, right?
We are back again, mate. It's like you like the place.
I know, yeah. I really enjoyed it last time, so I thought I'd come back again.
Yeah, definitely.
2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. So yeah, looking forward to get back on some of the rides.
Definitely. So, last time we were here, it was absolutely quiet. It was dead, pretty much. We got on everything so quickly. So yeah, the plan is hopefully the same again today. Colossus is stopped on the lift hill there, so hopefully that will continue on just shortly, so we can get on there. But yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to the day. Hopefully wind does not stop play today. It did yesterday, and a lot of islanders that was here yesterday had their tickets regenerated for another visit because half the rides had to stop because of the wind. Something that Thorpe Park can't control, but it was great to see them do that and kind of revalidate the tickets. But first up, hopefully, is Colossus for us. If not, we'll carry on round towards Soar. We'll be able to get on that ride because that one generally does work quite well in windy conditions. So we'll see when we get there. So at the moment we've got Colossus down due to wind. We've just worked our way over to Soar and that is closed as well. So we're on our way now to Nemesis Inferno. Hopefully that is working at the moment, because at the moment that would be pretty much the only one really going, because I think Stealth is another one that could be affected quite hardly by the winds. The says around about 55 miles an hour winds just behind right at the very top there. So you can probably see why that they're kind of just taking precautions there on making sure that the actual ride does continue round. The last thing that you want is one to valley, and that's the last thing you want. So we're going to go walk over now to Nemesis Inferno, which is just a little walk around the outside of the park, and then hopefully get on the B&M Invert, the beast. So the wind has died down here at Thorpe Park and the rides are now slowly back opening. So we went on Nemesis Inferno and it rode pretty good actually. To say it was pretty much the start of the day, the wind is blowing in a direction to slow it down. It still run pretty good, didn't it?
It did, yeah, a lot quicker than when they were sending the empty
kind of trains, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, you know, when we got on it, it was kind of motoring, wasn't it, really?
It was.
So
first like it was the end of the day ride, to be honest.
Yeah. So, but no, really good ride there. And then we went straight over. We saw Stealth going. So we got straight over to there. We waited around about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably about 20 minutes. It doesn't seem that long because you're kind of always constantly filming the trains going through and that as well, and just seeing riders' reactions. But yeah, great ride, wasn't it?
It's all unbelievable. Never have a bad ride on Stealth.
Yeah, I mean, it is, as you can probably tell by the wind, it is still windy here today. So I don't know if they've kind of had to turn it up a little bit just to balance out to get it over as it goes up.
Laughing at you, we understand. Maybe you just need someone to
Yeah, it just seemed to be flying today, which is great. So yeah, great rider there, wasn't it?
Yeah, you feel it when you're up there with the wind, though. It's really, really good.
Yeah, 200 feet up in the air, you can definitely feel it on a flat piece of land, definitely. So yeah, we're just going to continue around really and see what is open. We can see that Swarm is the only coaster that's continuously gone today and been going continuously since the start. So we're going to get over to there. Hopefully it's not a long queue for that. Let's get over to the B&M Wing Coaster. So the rain has stopped play here at Thorpe Park, but before it started raining we had absolutely fantastic, not one but two rides there on the Swarm back row on the left and the right side there, and it was fantastic. A really good ride. It just felt like the hang time that you got going over the first inversion was absolutely brilliant. With the wind blowing a little bit more, it just felt like it slowly went over. But yeah, fantastic ride there, really good ride. And it's good to see that it was one of the only rides here at Thorpe Park which is continuously open throughout the whole wind that was this morning, and also the rain, it's still going there as well. Andy, what did you think of Swarm?
Brilliant.
It is, and it's great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right side is always the best flow for me, isn't it?
Yeah, mine's the other side. Yeah,
but I
definitely.
think right side was good, and like I say, when we first went on, the wind wasn't that bad, was it?
No.
So it kind of threw you over that first inversion. It was brilliant.
But,
and a bit more slower because the wind picked up.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
It was holding it back,
but yeah, it was great. It was really good to get on there. So forceful. These masks are absolutely pathetic for getting on there. By the way, I seem to be holding it all the way around. I forgot my actual proper one today, so I just got this one from in the car. But yeah, at the moment everybody's kind of just lingering around inside areas at the moment because it's just a little bit rainy. It's not going to last for that long, so we're hopefully going to get back out there and get on some other bits as well. But yeah, rain stop play at the moment, so we're just in here just chilling out. Do not adjust your sets. You have not changed over vlog. We have made our way over to Chessington, and first of all, there's no one here. Literally, it's empty. Andy, welcome to Chessington.
Looks like it's going to be a good afternoon.
I know. So the rain started coming down at 4. Was like, you know what? Let's get back to the car. And then we just thought we'd come to Chessington. First of all, we got really confused because we actually went to the main car park and couldn't get in. So we didn't read the sign, to be fair, that stated to come round to the hotel car park. But yeah, everything is on 5 minutes. Even Vampire, Dragon's Fury, Scorpion Express, Crop Drop. So yeah, we come over, but look, I'm not joking, it's like dead. It's going to be a good day, well, good afternoon really. So we've got about 4 hours. Let's see how many rides we can get on in 4 hours.
Sit back, all time to the vampire taking flaps. Goodbye.
There was no wait there for the vampire. We walked straight on it, which is a bit different to when I came last time, and even when I've been before really. It's probably the quietest it's probably been here. But yeah, it's quite a nice little ride there on Vampire. Andy, how was it?
Yeah, it was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Alright
it's
for the
alright.
kids, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
But not for the adults. But yeah, nice little starter coaster to get the kids ready for the big one.
Yeah, definitely. So yes, it's only a 1 metre ride there, so it is like a starter coaster. But yeah, it felt quite good to be fair, running quite well. But yeah, it's quite good because obviously you can hear the parents being proud of their children on there. And I remember kind of doing that with Jake, and then Emma, and then Holly as well at the same time. So it's quite nice every so often to hear other people doing it as well. The same as what I used to do. So the plan is now is to go over and get another ride on another coaster, a new cred for Andy, as we say, and a Scorpion Express. Hopefully, with it being quiet, we might get a couple of laps on it. So here we go. Choo choo. Nice ride on Scorpion Express there. Only a 3 lap special there unfortunately, but still worth getting on. Literally walked straight into the station. Andy, it was intense, wasn't it?
It was intense. I mean,
Yeah,
gonna be
that
the ride of the day so far. It beats Stealth, definitely.
Yeah, without doubt. That launch off there is amazing. But yeah, joking around, it's one of my favourites here. I absolutely love it. Mine and Jake's. So yeah, I'm joking around, but I love it. So every time when I come to Chessington, obviously Jake's still not 1.4 yet. I wish he was, but he's not. So I never really get to go on Rattlesnake. So because we were here today on our own, guess what we're going to do? We're going to go ride Rattlesnake, and it's only on a 5-minute wait. After all them years, I finally got back on the Rattlesnake, and yet still not the kind of the greatest ride in the world. If there was a nuclear explosion that hit that ride, it would still work for some reason. But yeah, It's all right, really. Quite a bit of fun, but the brakes are quite harsh in it. Andy, how was Rattlesnake?
Very harsh, yeah.
Yeah, it was harsh, wasn't it?
A bit bumpy,
Yeah,
especially going around the corners at the top.
definitely. This is where you're kind of willing the brakes to work and stop you a little bit before you hit them turns. And then we had literally a walk-on croc drop. So Andy's second drop tower ride. And Andy, how was croc drop?
Well, it wasn't in the same league as the Terra, but
Yeah,
it goes with the theme of Chessington and being a kids' theme park.
yeah.
So it's really ideal for the kids. You get quite high up, so you get to see quite a good view of the park and over London and that.
Yeah, I think Jordan described it really well. You kind of get to the very top, you go, oh, giraffes, and then you're going to release the curse halfway down. But yeah, it's a good kind of ride there, good kind of addition to this the park for this year. And there we won Safari, which at the moment is literally walk on again. There is nobody waiting, so we're going to go and see what animals we can see today. We believe the giraffes are out and the rhinos, so we're looking forward to getting and seeing them.
Sleep for no more than 5 minutes at a time.
That's because there's been no dating.
They're just wonderful.
Which is why it's vital we continue our efforts to preserve this magnificent species. Where if you get rhino, you also get a lot of rhino dung. Yes, male rhinos be on their own, so they mark out their territory with part of their dung to warn off other males.
Their impressive horns are made from a chemical which is actually the same substance as your hair and fingernails, and is highly prized in many cultures. Sadly, poaching for their horns continues to be a threat to rhinos all over the world.
The white rhino, though, like those here, are the most plentiful species.
I think rhinos are super cool.
after 5 minutes not waiting for me to get my vision back after coming off that thing. Dragon's Fury, oh my god. So I said to Andy in the queue, we'll go backwards up the hill, and if you get it right, you can pretty much have a good old spin on it. And Jesus Christ, I've never ever experienced a spinning ride like I've just done there. I've literally, at one point, I couldn't actually see. It was crazy. Yeah, that was amazing. It's probably the best ride I've ever had on a spinning coaster. We just flew around. At one point, I couldn't literally see anything around where we were until we went back up the second lift hill. That was fantastic, wasn't it? Andy, how was that?
Oh, it was unbelievable, wasn't it? Must have broke the record or something, the reps on that.
I wish we would have seen us going round, because it was like, it must be like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's the best ride I've ever had on that, and the best spinning ride I've ever had. We must just be fat people, to be fair, that distributed the weight out quite nicely. But yeah, it was brilliant, really, really enjoyable. And probably trying to get on there again in a bit to see if we can replicate it. But the thing is with them, if you don't, kind of get it right, you can sit on the whole ride without even spinning. But we must have done something there quite right, because as soon as we literally went down the first drop, we were spinning like crazy all the way round. I mean, it's at the lift hill, and even the helix of death as well. That was crazy, just literally spinning all the way round. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Really, really enjoyed it. I think we might as well go on a water ride. What do you think? You didn't know about that, did you? We are on our way now to Tiger Rock. So we're going to go on the actual ride that's slightly above me at the moment. Tiger Rock. I really enjoy this log flume. It's a really good log flume. You don't get very wet on it, which is great. But yeah, it's just quite nice and chill out, to be fair, to go on it. And there's pretty much no weight as well, so why not? Here we go then, guys. Andy's first time this year on a water ride. He's gonna love it. How amazing is this then, to see tiger feeding just as you're waiting to go on the ride? Wow, look at that. I can't zoom in anymore, unfortunately, because of the fence, and it just focuses on the fence. How cool to see that. Incredible. So yeah, Tiger Rock was quite fun. Didn't get wet. Nah, it's quite a nice little kind of thing. So I saw Andy's eyes kind of get a bit nervous when I said we were going to go on a water ride, but I know that you don't really get that bad anyway. So, and then we walked our way around to the Wild Asia area here, and we're going to get on Cobra. It's been a long time since I've been on this, because it's normally quite a long wait, but today it's pretty much walk on. So my plan is now is to get on Cobra and send Andy on it. It's just his first time he's going on one of these type of rides before, and yeah, we'll see what he thinks when he gets off. So Andy's just been on the Zamperla Disco there. And Andy, how was your first ride on one of them?
It was alright. It's not brilliant, is it?
Nah, they're not. I think that's probably one of the weakest ones that I've kind of been on, but yeah, it just gives you a bit of different force and feeling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it depends on what seat that you're sitting on. Obviously, when it turns around, when you go over certain bits of it. I don't really like the long versions, really. I prefer the short ones. You do get a bit more kind of force on them, really. But it's all right for what it is. And no, it's like we literally walked on, didn't we? Really?
Yeah. A bit uncomfortable, I think.
Yeah, well,
it pushes into your back.
You got to learn the trick, see. You got to learn to literally push back a little bit, and then you need that little bit of gap. You learn that pretty much on most rings. Leave yourself a little bit of wiggle room, and you generally get a little bit more of an exciting kind of ride. One of the best versions of that was Fury 325, where the staff member actually helped me kind of put the restraints so loose that when you're going over the air times, you were flying out the seat. But yeah, you can see on Fury 325 at Carowinds, there's a little screen and it tells you if you're locked in or not. So they literally locked it onto the first one, and yeah, just told me to hold it going up the actual lift hill itself, and it was absolutely flying. And the airtime you get on that is unbelievable. So we're going to go back on Dragon's Fury now to try and replicate, to see if we can get back on and do the ride that we just had previous. It's only on a 5-minute wait, so why not? So what you reckon? Do you reckon we'll do it?
I think we can do it again.
I reckon we can try.
Yeah, definitely.
So the plan is now to get back on here, and then we'll see if we can make it the mega coaster that it just was. So here we go, guys. 5-minute wait for Dragon's Fury. So unfortunately we couldn't replicate our massive spin there on Dragon's Fury. We got the first bit quite nicely, momentum going, but unfortunately the second little bit of it after the lift hill we didn't kind of really spin at all. But still fun ride, wasn't it?
Yeah, always fun.
Yeah, definitely. And now we're actually going to go on Blue Barnacle, the new pirate ship for this year. And yeah, the last time unfortunately I didn't do it, but yeah, I thought, you know what, there's no wait. Let's get on it. And I actually do like the theming around here. They've done a really good job of kind of making it more immersive as you're kind of going round. Yeah, I really do like it. And then yeah, pretty much after that there isn't really much more to do, so we're going to do some repeat rides. Unfortunately we've got Gruffalo, all the indoor attractions are still closed due to the restrictions at the moment, so we're going to kind of potter around and do some of the other little bits that we need to kind of re-ride and get on again. But yeah, I do like it. It looks really good around here. Done a really good job of maintaining the theme and the actual ride itself. And the boat itself looks great. Now, I'm not a massive fan of pirate ships, but you know what? While we're here and there's no queue, why would I not go and do it? So yeah, fan of pirate ships?
I love them.
Do you?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Go and sit at the back.
Oh yeah, hopefully. I mean, we'll pretty much get quite close. I think there's only a few people waiting. But yeah, I'm not, so you know, we'll get on for you then. Yeah, look, one little ride for Andy. So yeah, like I said, I'm not a massive fan. It's not something I would normally go on, but because there's no kind of wait at the moment, and it is quite new, why would we not get on it? So here we go, guys, the Blue Barnacle. Quite a nice little ride there on the Blue Barnacle. Andy, was it worth it?
Yeah, it was alright. It's a nice standard theme park ride, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Could have done with going a little bit higher, I would have thought.
Yeah, definitely.
You're in the cushion zone, I think. If it had a bit higher, would have had maybe get your stomach going a little bit.
Bit of airtime.
Bit of airtime, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was alright. Weird kind of seating. So we was at the very, very back. And a very weird seating on the back kind of rows, really. It just feels like there's no room, so you have to kind of put your leg out quite slightly to the side for you to be able to sit kind of properly. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Otherwise you won't get the bar down, so you have to literally just push your leg out, stretch your leg out on the right hand side and move over a little bit for your left leg. It's just a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But other than that, it was quite a nice standard ride there on the Blue Barnacle. So yeah, as it's quiet again down here. Look how quiet it is compared to what we would normally have here at Chessington. We thought we'd go on a little ride of Vampire again. So we are currently 5-minute wait there for Vampire. So the plan is to get back round and do it again. So here we go, guys. It is time for Vampire, the re-ride. It's still an absolutely quiet day here at Chessington, and yeah, it's around about 4 o'clock now, and yeah, we've pretty much been on everything. First of all, Andy, how was Vampire without getting off?
It was alright, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
It's always nice, isn't it, when they say you can stay on and go around again?
Yeah, definitely, and obviously everybody knows, you know, kind of Vampire, the kind of the queue times that it normally gets, to be able to just stay on there as well. Props to the operator on there as well. Every single time the train went, he did his the Vampires taking flight. Every single time, so great stuff there.
Yeah, it's not very often it takes the longer to walk from the entrance to the queue line to the actual ride itself.
Yeah.
Than actually queuing to get onto the ride. It's a bit strange. You're walking and walking and walking.
Yeah.
And then you just literally wait 2 seconds and then you're on the ride.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It really was. I mean, it was literally kind of walk straight in and on. So, no, it's good. Nice to get back on there. Two kind of ride experiences really. So we went to kind of towards the front of the train, and it was kind of a quick kind of ride. And then we went towards the back, and it felt slower, which was weird. So we both said exactly the same for that. So. But yeah, it depends obviously where you sit sometimes. Same train, different kind of seating as well. But yeah, I mean look, I can't say it enough, but I can't believe how quiet it is. It's great, isn't it? It's like a theme park to ourselves.
Yeah.
So Andy, how was Chessington? First time pretty much kind of, you know, going around and doing everything really?
Yeah, literally within a space of 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
We've been on quite a few multiple rides. Went on the safari as well, seen some nice animals.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was giraffe, kind of the rhino there as well, which you would have seen. Yeah,
the tiger was a good one as well.
Yeah, seeing the tiger, yeah, definitely. Because sometimes you can come here and not really see them, so to see them eating, brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. Nice park, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, especially for children.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and not so much for adults, but definitely for young children, because they can get on most of the rides as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's only Rattlesnake really, which is a 1.4 ride, which to me, I don't know why, but you know, it's what they state. Other than that, 1.2, 1.3, you know, you can pretty much get on everything here. You know, it's great, isn't it, to bring the kids?
Yeah.
I love it here. Jake loves it here. And you know, kind of your little ones will love it, won't they, if they come here as well?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
we'll organise at some point to get everybody here to kind of just do a full day with all the kids as well. So, because I know that you guys like seeing Jake in the park sometimes as well, and seeing his reaction to some of the stuff that you know that he goes on. But yeah, you enjoyed it?
Definitely.
Bit of a mixed day, isn't it? Starting off with the thrill rides and then coming over to see the family rides later on.
Definitely, but Dragon's Fury the first time.
Oh,
I've never come off a ride feeling dizzy in all my life. Just the fact.
It was crazy, wasn't it?
It was crazy, it really was.
That, for me, out of all the kind of the rides that we've done today, that Dragon's Fury ride for me is probably the best ride of the day. To be fair, it's probably nearly one of the best rides of the season. I just couldn't believe how much spinning we were doing. It was just a shame no one was filming us, because we were going like crazy, we really were. I literally couldn't see it at some point. It was like, oh my God. So a little bit like Intimidator 305 kind of intense there. So, but yeah, that is it really. The weekend's coming up. I don't really know what to be doing at the moment. So by the time this drops, I would know, because obviously I'm taking a bit too long in terms of editing at the moment. It is really busy for me at the moment. But yeah, we'll kind of have something planned. I want to try and get over to Oakwood. I've not done that before. Get on Megaphobia over there and Speed. Take Jake there. Paulson's Park is another one I need to get to at some point, so I'll be looking at that point soon. But yeah, I mean, you'll be, what, next time? We'll probably be 2 weeks' time, probably, something like that.
Yeah,
we'll try and sort something out again. But yeah, we've enjoyed our time, we've enjoyed our visit, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Definitely. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch your ass down the road.